What's going on, team? Today is January 17th, 2023. Looking at the overall economical calendar, yesterday the market was closed in observance to Martin Luther King Day. Today is Tuesday. We have basically Empire State Index at 8:30, which already happened. Tomorrow we have retail sales, some producer price index, a lot of basically business information coming out tomorrow. Thursday, we have initial jobless numbers. That's going to be a big mover. And then we also have two Fed speakers. And then Friday, we have home sales and another Fed speaker as well. So make sure you guys check this out on Market Watch. Let's get into the watch list. So I did a scan this morning. One of the top stocks being watched this morning. I don't know if you guys are into penny stocks, but BBY, Bed Bath and Beyond is on there. This was a recent runner after they announced that they may be going bankrupt and they're closing some stores. So they went from 127, $1.27, all the way up towards like $6 up here. It is now trading below the trade line, meaning it's more in favor to go down. MACD has crossed down. RSI has room to the downside. So definitely want to watch to see if it fills this pocket from 318 down towards 260 and maybe lower, or watch for the break above at least $4, and then we can start pushing up towards 470. I believe this one is optionable, so definitely to keep an eye on this one. Not only that the 180 days crossed down, but the 20 days crossed down. The 20 days a little bit more on the oversold side, so definitely want to be cautious with this one. But definitely this is something to watch, especially if you're into those high quick moving stocks, right? Especially with this one, it has some news behind it. Next stock we're going to talk about is Tesla. So Tesla has been basically in a range going sideways over here, basically since the 9th of this month. It's the 17th today. So I want to see if we basically break this range. Looks like it's starting to basically uptrend. RSI went from oversold to being overbought. So definitely want to be cautious. I'm thinking we need to break above at least 126. Then we could start basically pushing up towards maybe like 130 over here. You can see 130 last month was a resistance zone and it led to a drop. So 126 to 130, maybe even higher. Let's see how that portrays itself. Let's jump over towards the 1 year, right? Looking at the 1 year, Tesla 1 year is actually crossed up in a bullish position and it's oversold. So Tesla could have some possible uptrend as long as it stays above this blue line, which is our EMA line. So just wanted to highlight that factor. Dropping down towards the 180 day does look like it's trying to cross over on the MACD. RSI has room for the possible uptrend, so we could possibly break that high and push up higher. Let's see what happens. If we do start to come down, I want to drop down towards my 20-day. We could probably short it from at least 123 down towards 119, maybe even getting down towards 117. This orange line, this 120, is representing that 1 year EMA line, which is a major trend change in the stock. So want to be cautious over here, shorting it from that 123 down towards that 119 area or 120 area. So make sure you guys watch out for that. Very tight ranges, but easy percentage gains. So keep an eye out on Tesla. Next stock we're going to talk about, and we're going to jump over towards the 1 year, or we could even go to the 1 year, 1 week chart on this one. We're looking at the SPY. So looking at the SPY, you can see SPY has been on an overall downward trend over here throughout the year or last year. And we're bouncing off basically that 1 year, 1 week SMA over here. You can see this overall trying to be on an uptrend. MACD has crossed up and we have been uptrending. But we have this basically descending wedge over here, which could create a possible rip to the upside or a rejection, since we rejected it not only once, not only twice, but 3 times. And this is our 4th time trying to attempt it. So let's see what happens. We could possibly break that zone and continue to upside and start going higher, or we could reject it and retest these lows around like 376. So keep an eye on that on the larger scale. On the shorter scale, let's jump over towards the 180 day. 180 day MACD is crossed down in a bearish position. So that's one bearish position or bearish indicator right here. RSI overbought, bearish indicator right there. Now, the third one would be the break of the EMA, which we have not got yet. So make sure you guys watch out for that because we have tested this level, this 400 level once, twice, and this is the third time. So I wouldn't be shocked, especially since we're getting two bearish indicators right now, that we do have some sort of a pullback, right? So let's watch the 20-day over here. 20-day chart, you can see that basically we are basically crossed down on the 20-day above divergence. So this is a bearish indicator, but it is above divergence, which is sort of bullish. So let's see what happens. Could bounce off of it, kind of like let's see if we have a situation. Kind of like over here, you can see that the blue line was below the trigger line, which is like the yellow line over here. And then we kind of bounced off that area. So this bar section over here can act as some type of support and lead to a possible cross up. So let's see what happens. That could possibly happen. We could push up, or we basically open up. The 180-day opens up and we pull back down. So definitely want to watch to see what happens with SPY. Let me jump back over towards the 180-day. So the 180-day EMA is sitting around at least like 397, right? So we need to break at least 397 flat before we could start basically pulling down. We do have a pocket to fill on the downside, so we could go from 397 all the way down towards maybe like 392. You can see there's like no real support resistance levels. Not saying it won't find one, but I'm just saying from 397 to 392, there's really not really major support resistance levels on the 180-day. You could possibly use 395 as a support. 395 is a whole number, and you can see it kind of held a little bit over here. So 397 to 395 for the short side is totally possible. So watch out for that, especially once we start to break those 397 levels. Overall, that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Use a stop loss, trade cautiously. Remember, less trades, high quality setups, and you'll see profitability. Later.